In the chilling darkness of a November night, in the year 1897, shortly after Quentin has returned Ptolemy mind to Ptolemy's body, a new and relentless creature of evil will appear near the Collins estate. A creature returned from the grave to hunt down and destroy the man responsible for his death.
You recognize this gentleman, Aristide?
Garth Blackwood. What are you going to do with him?
There's something about Charles Tate you don't know. I myself discovered it only by accident. He has a unique talent, a curious ability to sketch portraits that come to life.
That's not possible.
I thought it only fitting that you should be acclaimed by the most relentless pursuer you've ever known, Garth Blackwood. And he may have you with my blessing, my boy. With my blessing.
Excellency, you said you were willing to forgive me. You can't do this to me. You don't mean it. It's a trick. Pictures can't come alive. You're just saying it to frighten me, okay? I'm frightened. All right? You heard me? I'm frightened. Now, please, stop it! No. No! You've got to stop him! Please, I beg you, you've got to stop him!
Goodbye, Aristide. I shall miss you.
Excellency, I beg you, protect me. Don't let this happen to me.
I'm afraid the die is cast, Aristide.
All I ask is one more chance. I'll prove myself to you. I'll do anything you want me to do.
You're wasting the few precious moments you have left.
Please, Excellency, save me!
This time you'll have to save yourself. I'd advise you to start running. Don't stop, because those sounds will always be close behind you. How long it will take him to catch up with you depends on how fast you can run.
Has escaped from Dartmoor. He was seen entering here. Are you concealing him?
No, he is not here.
The penalty for harboring an escaped criminal is severe.
The man you described broke into this house. He fled a few moments ago through the back door.
And you did nothing to stop him?
I cannot move. I am a sick man.
He will not go far. The moors are treacherous. They are my domain. He shall not trouble you again.
Good evening, Judith. You're looking quite well.
Thank you, Eddie. Now, let's get down to business immediately. What have you got to report?
I have not yet found out the information that you want to know.
Well, what's taking so long? If you've engaged a reliable private detective...
No, I didn't hire a detective at all.
Well, I told you explicitly that...
Judith, you told me to use my own judgment, and I did.
Well, what have you done?
I felt the job could be better handled by someone who had a personal interest in Mr. Trask, a young man named Timothy Shaw.
Oh, yes. He used to work for Gregory at the school. Can he be trusted?
Judith, to put it charitably, he hates your husband with a vengeance. He was only too agreeable to accept the job.
When is he going to give us information? I want to know exactly where Gregory went all those times he said he was visiting me at the sanitarium.
I expect to hear from Tim any day now.
Good. Now, there's one other thing. I'm coming to your office tomorrow afternoon at 3. Please be there. I want to change my will. We will discuss the particulars tomorrow.
Judith, why are you doing all this? I mean, having your husband's activities investigated, changing a will.
You're not paid to ask questions, Evan.
I'm asking you as a friend, Judith, not as your lawyer. It's just that... Judith, I'm concerned about you. I wouldn't want you to do anything that you might be sorry for later.
What is it you think I might be sorry for?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know something about Gregory that I don't know?
Of course not. It's just that... Judith, you haven't been yourself since you came back from the sanitarium.
You're right, Evan. I haven't. I'm much wiser now than I used to be. And I want to tell you one thing. It doesn't pay to trifle with me.
Yes. Yes, I can see that.
Thank you for your concern. It's always gratifying to know one has a true friend. Good night, Evan. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Judith.
What was Evan Hanley doing here at this hour?
He had some papers for me to sign.
They must have been very important for him to come so late. Did I hear you say you were seeing him again tomorrow?
Oh, yes. And there's something I must discuss with you first. It concerns my will.
Your will?
Yes. I'm going to change it.
Change it? What for?
Well, I've given it a great deal of thought, and I've made a major decision. I've decided that I want to be sure all my monies go to charitable causes after I die.
You can't do that.
Why, Gregory, one of the reasons for my decision was because I felt sure it would make you happy.
Well, it does. You just took me by surprise.
You seem upset.
No, of course I'm not upset.
It's obvious you don't approve. I really thought you'd be overjoyed. I don't understand your attitude, Gregory.
Well, Mr. Trask, I had a curious feeling I might be seeing you tonight.
Did you now?
Yes, I knew that you would be curious as to why I went to Collinwood. Of course, I am ethically bound not to tell you, as Judith's lawyer.
You can stop all the legal double talk, Evan. Judith told me about changing her will.
I wish I could have been there to see your face.
Evan, you must find some way of dissuading her.
Well, there's nothing I can do. Her mind is made up.
Yes, but you could change it for her. Naturally, there would be something in it for you.
Very well. Let me put it another way. I don't want to change Judith's mind.
Why not?
Because I like being on the winning side, Mr. Trask. Now, you made a play for power and it failed. When you go down, I do not want to go down with you. It's as simple as that. Sorry to be so brutal about it.
Doesn't take much to frighten you, does it, Evan? What did she do? Threaten to get another lawyer?
No, there were no threats necessary. I'd have to be blind not to see the handwriting on the wall. Your days are numbered, Trask. Don't you realize that?
Cullenwood is my home now. I intend to spend the rest of my life there. Now, if you won't stop Judith from changing her will, at least delay her for a few days.
Now, why would you want me to do that?
I have my reasons.
Do they have anything to do with disposing of your dear second wife as you did your first?
Wouldn't it be wiser, Evan, if you did not know my reasons? After all, what you don't know can't incriminate you, can it?
I've lost him. It'll pick up my trail again if I stay out here. I've got to find someone who'll hide me.
I'm waiting for an answer, Evan.
The answer is no. Now, I intend to meet Judith tomorrow and carry out her instructions to the letter. But I will do one thing for you. I'll give you a piece of friendly advice. Don't fight her, or try to stop her, Trask, or it may be the most serious mistake you ever made in your life. Who is there?
My name is Aristide. We've met before, Mr. Hanley.
Yes, I remember. You have something to do with Petofi.
Well, I did, but not anymore. Look, I'm sorry about coming in on you like this, but I desperately need your help. Someone's after me. He's going to kill me.
Kill you? Who?
Well, he was brought back from the dead by Petofi.
Well, now, here, I suggest that you first try to get a hold of yourself.
Now, I know you may think I'm crazy, but I'm not. No, it's Petofi's way of punishing me. You've got to give me your help.
Well, I don't see how I can possibly help you. I'm merely a lawyer.
No, you're not. You know about other things, too. Supernatural things.
Now, see here.
Evan, can't you see this poor man is desperate? You're not going to deny him the benefit of your unique talents, are you?
I will thank you to keep out of this trash.
You know about ghosts. Now, you must know how to get rid of one. That's all I'm asking you to do.
I also know the powers of Count Petofi, and I do not want him for an enemy.
Look, my life is at stake. This thing is going to keep following me until it kills me. Don't you understand? Mr. Hanley, if you turn me down, my blood will be on your hands.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time, my friend. You see, Mr. Hanley specializes in looking out for Mr. Hanley. Isn't that so, Evan?
I'm very sorry, Aristide, but I cannot run the risk of angering a man like Petofi.
He won't even know that you helped me. You, sir, you're a man of the cloth. Can't you persuade him, please?
Perhaps I can do better than that, Aristide.
What are you talking about?
I don't think the occult is the answer to this man's problem. Obviously, he is being pursued by some sort of demon, which can only be dispelled through spiritual help. I think you've come to the right place, Aristide.
Well, now, I don't think so. You may be willing to go along with him. That's your business, but you are not going to do it here.
Now, don't be completely ungracious, Evan. Can't you see this man is too terrified to go back outside? Now, I intend to give him the guidance he needs, here and now. I should like to do it in private. Surely you can spare him that much.
Very well. I will give you 15 minutes, and then I want you both out of here. Is that clear?
Whatever you say, Evan, it's your house.
I don't know how to thank you, Reverend Trask.
I suggest we save all expressions of gratitude until after we talk and reach a mutual understanding.
I don't know what you mean. You do intend to help me, don't you?
You'll find I'm a slightly more practical man than Evan Handley. I shall be more than willing to exorcise this spirit demon that is haunting you. But there will be a price.
I'll do anything you say.
What I intend to ask of you will not be easy. It will require courage and cunning and cold-bloodedness.
Just tell me what it is. I'll do it. Look, right now, my life is worth nothing. I'll take any risk.
Aristide, you are going to murder someone for me. Now you know where to go and what to take after she's dead.
Don't worry about a thing. I won't forget anything.
Remember, you must make the motive look like robbery. If you succeed in that, the case will soon be closed.
It'll be done exactly as you want it. Now, what about me? When do I get what I want?
The moment I get what I want, you will be given protection, the price we agreed upon, and your demon will be banished forever, I promise you.
Look, why can't we take care of Blackwood first?
Because we're going to do this my way, Aristide, or not at all.
All right, Trask, your time is up.
So it is, but I have one more favor to ask of you, Evan.
What is it now?
I'm going to make the necessary arrangements for Aristide's safety tonight. I want you to give him shelter here until I return. It will be about an hour.
Trask, I am not...
Believe me, Evan, he will be no trouble. We have reached a mutual understanding, and you will be in no way involved.
All right. He can stay for an hour.
Courage, Aristide. Your troubles will soon be over.
Well, you may as well sit down, Aristide. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
I take it Trask has agreed to help you?
Yes.
How?
I don't know what he's planning. But he seems like he's helped me tremendously. He's made me feel very secure. Seems like a very wonderful man.
Oh, yes. He's full of wonders.
Gregory, I didn't realize you'd gone out.
I always find the night air much more conducive to serious meditation.
Were you troubled by something?
You must have known I was, my dear. My behavior earlier this evening was shameful, and I ask you now to forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive, Gregory. Actually, I felt unfair taking you by surprise as I did.
I must be honest with you, Judith. When you said you were changing your will, my first thought was of myself. And of course, that was evil. I want to thank you for showing me the way.
Now you sound like the Gregory I married. I knew you'd come around after thinking about it. Should we consider the incident forgotten?
How charitable you are, my dear.
What's wrong?
Listen. It's him. He's after me again.
What are you talking about?
Can't you hear those sounds outside? He's coming to the house. Straight for the house.
Now, listen, you've got to get a hold of yourself. Trask will be back here very shortly.
No, I can't wait. Look, I've got to get out of here. Is there another way out of this house?
Well, yes, through that door, but you got... Aristide! Aristide! Here, what's the meaning of this?
I have come for the prisoner.
Who are you? What do you mean by barging into my house?
I am the law, sir. Tell me where the prisoner is.
You are a madman. You get out of here.
He was seen entering this house. The penalty for harboring criminals is severe, I promise you.
I told you to get out of here.
Justice must be served, sir. He who obstructs justice will suffer for it. I will search this house until I find the criminal.
You will not search this house. You are here illegally, and I intend to call the police.
I have one and only one warning for you, sir. Stand aside.
I say you will not search this house.
Stand aside, I say.